Tacoma tutorial. Hey guys, welcome back to my truck, my Toyota Tacoma. One of the selling features that the dealers really push towards me, because I guess I'm the active kind of mountain biker, outdoors kind of person, was the GoPro mount that is in the windshield. And well, that's a super great idea. It's just not practical for me. I don't do a whole heck of a lot of off-roading, so I would rather have a dash cam mounted in there. And so a lot of people are wondering, A, how do you mount the dash cam in the GoPro mount? And B, how do you hide the wires? And C, how do you power your GoPro? Or sorry, your dash cam. I'm using a Mobius, which is kind of an older dash cam kind of. It was actually something I used on a radio-controlled drone, and I haven't used that drone in a while, so I decided to put the camera in the GoPro mount. So this video is how to do that, and if you guys have any kind of camera that uses a 1/4-20, like a tripod mount, will work up there, providing it fits. So yeah, the GoPro looks pretty cool up there, and in the perfect world, I'd get to wheel a lot more than I do. And I'm not gonna lie, having the camera sitting there all the time just makes for boring videos. You gotta move it around, you gotta mount it other places. If you got a roof rack, or if you've got the suction cup mount, move that camera around somewhere. Let's get onto this dash cam install. So what you'll need for this install is one of the GoPro quick release mounts like that, and you're gonna need an adapter like that, which is for mounting a 1/4-20 in one of the quick release. All right, so let's get to this. This was the GoPro mounted here, and it's fairly sturdy in there. So we're gonna take the GoPro out, slide it forward. I'm going to take the quick release mount, the third-party quick release mount, and screw in the 1/4-20 adapter. Slide that in, and you're good. You can see it's pretty loose. They include these little white silicone things that you never really know what they're for. Well, they're actually to get rid of some of that vibration. They press inside the mount just like that. And then this is supposed to go around here so you don't lose it. So you're practically done installing your dash cam if it uses a 1/4-20 screw to mount. So that is what the Mobius uses. It just screws in like that. Point it at your dash, put the collar down, and make sure this is tight. There. Still wobbles a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was. I will guarantee you that the GoPro factory mount will be better. So I'm going to take this out, I'm going to put the GoPro factory mount in and just show you how much better the authentic GoPro mounts will be. Now, this is just my experience with this one particular knockoff brand. It may have come with one of the knockoff cameras too. This is one of the authentic GoPro mounts. You can see that is much more stable in there, even without the little anti-vibration thing. So I'll put that little anti-vibration thing in anyway, just because it's here and I have it. There, that's it. Tuck that around there. Make sure that's pointed the right direction. Should be pointed a little bit down, but not too far, so you need to be able to get the traffic lights. So that's almost done. Now that the dash cam's in, we got to run the cable. So what I did was I ran the cable from the camera up into the headliner, across the headliner to the A-pillar, in behind the trim, around to the weather stripping, down the weather stripping, down to the kick plate, we'll call it that anyway, and then it just runs across to the 12-volt accessory that I have a 12-volt USB in.
I'm going to start running the cable from the camera down to the center console, so if I have any extra cable, I can just wire tie it under the dash. Once you get to the A-pillar here, just tuck it in behind the plastic molding. This is a fairly thick cable, but it seems to fit pretty well. Once you get around the A-pillar, you're going to start to tuck it in behind the weather stripping. And the weather stripping just pulls away from the upholstery. And once you get your finger in there, it's really easy to run the cable down behind the weather stripping. Once you get down to the bottom here at the kick panel, this cable was just thin enough to kind of clip in behind it. And because this cable is only 6 feet long, I need an extension. A little bit of a pro tip here: if you need to use an extension, you should probably tape it so it doesn't get tangled up in the passenger's feet and get unplugged. Once it's taped up there, there's no way that this is going to come undone. So now I'm just going to tuck it up under the dash and run the excess cable over the heater fan motor. And you should probably wire tie this. I didn't, but you probably should. And we're practically done here. I'm just going to put in the 12 volt accessory to USB power source and just run the cable up the side. I'm not really happy with how this goes in here. It doesn't stay in there, it'll keep falling out. I haven't come up with a better solution yet.
Okay guys, there it is, all set up. If you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely hit subscribe. I do have another video coming up on how I installed a rear dash cam. Is it still a dash cam if it's not above the dash? Anyway, I have another video coming up. Just hit that like button and throw a comment in the comments section. Would you do anything differently? What would you have done differently than what I did? Now, this Mobius camera is okay. I'll throw a little bit of driving footage in after this. It's okay. There's no screen or anything. There's no Wi-Fi. I think it was like $100 Canadian, maybe even less. I don't even think they make it anymore. It is a wide angle version. There is another version that's not so wide. And that is it. Thanks again for watching. Click the thumbs up, and someday along the road there will be a video on how I put the back dash cam in. The back cam?